Good evening. How everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody had a good weekend, good week. I hope that good news come your way this week. Whoever listening, I hope that it be helpful to you. I really don't even feel like doing this tonight. It feels like sometimes I feel like I'm wasting my time. Cause like sometimes you feel like you talking for your health. Like I need it probably more than anybody else need it, and I'll be trying to get my voice out there. I guess I try to speak it out. So you know how you have stuff oiled on in the inside and it seems like it just piled on and it get frustrated. So I try to let my frustrations and let go of all of my thoughts and everything because I have a lot of thoughts that run through my head. But sometimes you feel like if you continuously do something that you think eventually it will get better, but it doesn't seem like. I've been doing this almost 20 weeks straight and I'm still frustrated and I'm still nothing coming out of it. Feel like nobody listening. Feel like I'm not even listening. Like I'm not even getting none out of this. Every week is like now it's like, what do I say? Is it worth it? Is it doing anything? And the way I see it is as if like I did it to start, like I said, because I was doing like I did it to really to help myself. You know what I'm saying? Starting off and help people. Maybe if whoever could get a listen on everything. But like I say, I feel like I'm wasting my time. I feel like I've been down to the slaughter. I ain't got no scripture tonight, but I do have one scripture, but it's like Jeremiah when Jeremiah said, "Lord, you have deceived me." And right now, that's the way I'm feeling, as if like I've been deceived. I don't feel as if the plan it was to even get better. I don't feel like everything I've tried to do. I went to college thinking that he sent me there, knowing he sent me there, because that wasn't even the route I was trying to go. Then it ended up running out of financial aid, having to quit school and everything, and now I'm owe all this money and I can't even go back to school now. So I'm like, what in the world was that? Then I come to another direction he sent me, and then it ends up bad. I end up getting told to get down on my knees and pray. And when I got up, I had a heart attack. Then I told to pray again. My mom had a heart attack. I ended up going back in the streets saying forget it all. And I wasn't led. I was told to get down and pray. And that's what I've been getting out of it. And then like this right here, I was told and led to do this. And all I'm doing is getting frustrated. I was told to do a multitude of things, and it only leads me to failure. I prayed today, like how you say some prayers, but sometimes then you come back with honest, the goodness prayers that you know you need right there in that moment, that you're going through so much that you really need. And God is so strong that He could actually solve those prayers right there, but He don't. I done heard that time out of time, talking about God is always on time. I'm not the one to play with. I don't listen to that. I mean, God is always on His time. I'm not the peanut butter and jelly type of person that's going to tell you God is always on time. God is a disappointment a lot of the times. The only reason why He is a disappointment is because His will is not our will. God is not a disappointment when it comes to His will. But to your will, God is a disappointment. Two wills can't coexist unless your will is His, and you don't know what His will is all the time. None of y'all have the kind of comprehension that you think you have. I walk in up and down with God all day, and I don't comprehend much and nothing, and I be with God a lot. I walk with God every day. I go through the struggles that a lot of people, man, don't never go through. I maybe got more wisdom than a lot of people, more understanding than a lot of people, but I'm not the one that's gonna sugarcoat a relationship with God. God is not all of that. God is too powerful. When they tell you when two immovable objects come against each other, and remember, we not immovable, so it ain't no immovable object compared to God. He is the only immovable object. So you mean to tell me my desires, when you starting off with the Lord and you have desires in your heart, and He'll tell you the God give you your heart desires. God give you your heart desires when they change to His desires. You don't get what everything you sitting up here thinking you want and everything you think you don't get that stuff until your heart, your desires turn to His desires. He opened doors for what He planned on giving you. You come in here with a whole different mind frame. I was like Moses. I was in the streets 40 years. Now you think all of a sudden I'm 45 and my life supposed to resemble Jesus Christ? I've been in the streets for 40 years. And I thought it was madness. I thought coming to the Lord was going to be the most amazing thing, but it is not. When you got 40 years of the world in you and you trying to get out 40 years, it is horrible. Everything that you thought of, everything that you thought you knew mean nothing. None of this mean nothing. If you ain't helping nobody or loving nobody or being a blessing to somebody or trying to bring somebody to change their life, this world mean nothing. Going to a movie, going out there and enjoy yourself, a lot of that doesn't mean anything. It's still word if we look at it. It's difficult, man, to listen. I've listened to so many people talk about God. I'm talking about some of the best preachers in the world, and they push it to as if it's so good. But these people was raised with Jesus Christ, man. These people been with God 40 and 50 years, and then they telling me that I've been with Him 5 years. You telling me it's all good? It ain't all good. Our relationship ain't nothing the same. We went through the same thing. I'm getting tired of hearing this. I can't never find nobody that's speaking for the people that been through what I've been through. God ain't the same with me that He is with you. I done been to jail. I done did a lot of bad stuff in my life. And I honestly and truly want to get away. I want to get away from that. I want to do the right thing. But this junk ain't for everybody, man. This stuff. When you got all that in there, when you in the streets, you talk to build. You got to be a certain kind of man to live. You got to be a certain type of man to survive. Now all of a sudden you come to God and all that mean nothing. Now you supposed to give up all that, everything you were told to talk to how to survive out there in the streets. Now all of a sudden mean nothing. Now you prideful. Now you're arrogant. But that stuff stuck in there because that's the only way you can survive. Because just like I know, if you was in the street 20 years, you had to be somebody to come out there alive. To not be pushed over, to not be used and abused, to get your stuff taken and go to prison and be handled like nothing. You had to build something up. So then you come to a God, now you telling me I gotta let go of all of that. Now I gotta tear it down. So you done built up something 40 years. Now all of a sudden one person wants you to tear it down. And you close off your whole life because you can't tear it down. But they telling me this all good. And I'm supposed to get up every day to give praise to the Most High God for something I ain't do myself. I ain't get myself here. But it's always an excuse, man. And I'm supposed to just sing praises to God, man. I can't sing praises to God. I got a family I'm trying to feed. And I'm asking God to help me. And I put all my life in His hand. And He's still disappointed. So what you do then? I hear this all the time about giving praise, stand on track. What you do when it ain't praiseworthy? When you want to give no praise. I'm talking about a real man. I'm not talking about somebody that's just gonna say what they want somebody else to hear. I'm talking about a real man. What do you do then? Do I go back in the street to go get it from the muscle? Or do I sit around here and wait on the God that ain't coming? I done heard this junk time after time after time. I know how to go make money. I know how to get money. I know how to provide. But it's the only reason why I'm suffering is because I don't want to do what I used to do. So you wait around for a God that still shutting the doors in your face. But I said, this is like I told you, man. Like I said, I only help people, try to help people that's going through what I've been through, man. I can't speak to people that think they know everything. I can't speak to nobody that ain't never been in my shoes. Jesus Christ is the Lord Most High, but He still ain't did what we had to do. Because we sinners. If he never had to sin, it is difficult to be a sinner living in this world. If you don't lived in a life of sin, you know how hard it is. When you had to get up to do this, you know how hard it is. Then you got a God that's perfect, trying to make a person that's way less perfect change to something that he don't even know what it look like. But I know to some people it may seem like it's venting. To some people it may understand. But if you ain't the person that understands it, it ain't meant for you. But I understand. This life it ain't nothing you can tell me. You got to go through it. And God ain't always gonna be there. You got the hardest battle I got is against God. Because when you, like I say, when you been raised like we are, you got some prideful issues, you got some stubbornness inside of you, and the only person that's trying to break you down is the person that you got to go to and ask for help. You know how bad that is? You got to go to the person who hurting you to ask him for help. Don't nobody lead you into this. Ain't no devil lead you into the situation that you go in. God in the Bible tell you he directs your step, whether good or not. And it's only good because his purpose maybe for it is good, but it don't feel good. In my eyes, it ain't good. But I'm talking to a brick wall because God ain't gonna change. But like I said, I'm talking to people, you gotta let it go, man. You gotta let it out. You sit up there and hold this stuff and believe God just gonna give you the victory of everything. He ain't. God is God. You gotta learn, he gotta learn how to deal with it too. I take my chastisement, I take my pain. I know I'm not gonna never be perfect, and I ain't finna apologize for it no more. I feel bad because I say what I say, and I say how I feel. I ain't finna feel bad about it no more. I'm tired of this. I'm the one that have to walk in my shoes. I'm the one that have to deal with what I have to do. You feel like however you feel like I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm gonna say how I feel and how I want to, and I don't appreciate. It really doesn't matter to me what nobody think about me because I done been in the gutter in the guts. Can't nobody tell me nothing because I done been there. You can tell me some positive. You can push me when you see me doing something wrong. You want to help me, you help me. We can build a kingdom together. I mean, we'll go out there because I'm about that, helping people and all that. But I'm getting tired of hearing all this foolishness. Everything is about building each other up now. Everything about getting rich, getting this money, living the best life. Everybody ain't gonna live that life. So what do we do with the people that ain't gonna live that life? Just kick them to the curb? I'm tired of listening to this foolishness, man. It ain't nowhere I go that people ain't talking the same stuff. Everybody sound the same. I don't care. You talking about frustration. I'm frustrated. Just like Jesus when he flipped over the table. I'm frustrated. And I'm frustrated with God. I'm frustrated with people. I'm frustrated with myself. And I don't care how nobody take it, man. Like I say, I let it go. I let it out. It means more to me to get it out. I don't know if I'm ever be on this thing again in my life. I like to speak. I like to help people. But if it ain't gonna help nobody, then I'm gonna get away from it. If it ain't helping nobody, I'm gonna truly get away from it because I'm tired of it myself. Because sometimes I just don't want to talk about God. But when he starts you off motivated, pushing it in you, pushing it in you, pushing it in you. So when you get to the point where you're ready to say forget it, it's already in you. You done changed your whole life around, but your whole life done changed towards him. So now you can't run away from him because he done put all that in you. You don't even recognize yourself no more. You ain't got nothing to run back to. So you locked in. And the only person who let you out is him. But man, I hope the best for everybody, anybody who hear this. I hope the best for you, man, because if you listen to this and you feel it, you got a lot of things going on in your life as well, just like I do. So I'm going to say how I feel. Sometimes I done held in a whole lot in my life, man. I done held in a whole lot. But the day I just felt like letting it go. It ain't help. I mean, I got some things off my shoulder, but I really hope to really help somebody who go through what I go through. But I hope y'all have a blessed day. And an even blessed week, man. And I really hope some doors or something happen for you this week, man. I really do, man. I'm hoping for you, man. Y'all have a blessed one, man. Peace.